Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel You Develop Code, and today I'm going to tell you that how we can implement Accordion in the React.js. I will show you in the browser that how our accordion is going to be displayed. If I will click over the accordion first, second, third and fourth, we can see all the data at a time, and if I will click again over the accordion, we can hide the data as well. Let's start coding now. So I have started my server in the localhost 3000. I have made one folder name under the component section as accordion. Under this accordion folder, I'll make one file as accordion.js file. Now I'll make one function and I will print something here like accordion. And now I will import this accordion into the app.js. So here I've imported accordion file into the app.js. So let's see in the browser. We are able to import the file and here we can see the heading as accordion. Now under this accordion folder structure that you can see, I'll make one more file as accordion label.js. So let me keep this ls capital. And now I'll make one array of objects here. So here I'll give ID 1 and now I'll give one heading that could be the label name, you can say, as accordion 1. And I'll give the content of the accordion 1 as, hey, this is accordion 1 content. I will make at least 4 objects. So I will copy paste these objects here. And now I will change the IDs as 1, 2, 3, 4. And here the label names as well. And this content order as well. So I have made my array of objects. Now I will go to this accordion file and let's start making one use state in which I'm going to store all the data. So I'll keep it the name as something show accordion content set show accordion content. So by default, in the use state, I'm going to give the initial value as empty array. I'll make one use effect in which I'm actually going to store all the accordions label. So let's start doing that. I'll make one variable as const content in which I'm going to map this accordion label dot map item, and here I'll make one object. So this object is going to be actually very helpful because with this only I'm going to make condition and open and close my accordion. So here I'll give the name. So name is actually label name. So I'll give it here as item.label name and make one more object as is expand. And is expand value by default, I'm going to give it as false only because by default accordion would be closed only. So when we will click over this accordion, then it will get expand. So the default value is false only. And it will return as the object. From this content, now I'm going to filter the accordance label value. So I'll make one variable as content filter equal to, I'll filter the content from here as content.filter Filter basically gives us the three params, that is the current value, index, and array. So I'll make one condition with this as let's find the index from array, and if that value dot name is equal to current value dot name, and if this whole is equal to index, then store the content filter value in this set accordion content function. So let's see in the browser. Okay, so I'm getting an error, undefined map. And here this show accordion content is coming as blank because we didn't export this accordion label from here. So we need to write export here. Now it will work. Let's refresh the page. Yes, so in this we are able to see the object that we have made as name accordion1 is expand false. So far we got the label name in which I make this object in which I'm going to store the label name, and that accordion label is getting expanded or not. This part is done. Now I'll start making the UI. So here I will change the heading as dynamic open multiple accordion at a time. Now I will map this show accordion content here under the curly braces as show accordion map item and return the div. I will give some bootstrap classes to these divs. Here from the topmost div, I'll give the class name as container. In this div, I'll give the class name as card. Under this div, I'm going to make one more div, and I'll give the class name to this div as card body. And under this div, I'll make two divs. I'll tell you why. In one div, I'm going to write the label name as item.name, and one in one I'm going to put this plus sign. So let's see in the browser. So this is how it is getting displayed. I want this accordion one to this side and this plus to this side. So for that, I'll give some more bootstrap classes like defects, text row, justify, content, between. Now let's see in the browser. Now it is aligned. After this div, I'll make one more div in which I'm going to show the content of the accordion. For now, I'll print just my name. I'll show you. So wherever it is showing money, now it will show the accordion content. So for that, I'll make some conditions like I will make one variable as filter data in which I'm going to filter the data of this accordion label as accordion label filter data, in which I'm going to pass one params as filter item, and it will only show against, like, if the accordion one label is there, then accordion one data will only show. For that, I'll make condition if the filter item dot label name is equal to item. dot name. So if that is equal, it will show against that accordion only. So from here, you just need to loop over this filter data. So filter data dot map item. Here I will return one div and I will give the class name for this div as card body, and I'll give one background color as well as BG success. And here I will print the data as item dot content. So now you can see each specific data against their accordion labels. But it is by default showing us only. We only need to see when it is actually getting clicked. So by default, it must be hidden, right? So for that, I will make one function over this div. So this will be a on click function, and I will give the name as handle accordion. Need to make one fat arrow function for this handle accordion. So above the return, I'll make one fat arrow function here in which I'm going to destructure this show accordion content. So I will make one temporary array here in which I will be destructuring this show accordion content. And now I will loop over this temporary array. So I'll give one variable name as updated data in which I will map this temporary array. So basically here we actually need to update these value accordingly. Like if I'm clicking over the specific label, the is expand value should change. So accordingly, the data of that label should be displayed to us. So here I need to make this handle accordion as a callback in which we will pass item. So from this item, we are actually going to take the label name. That is the accordion 1, accordion 2. So if item dot name is going to be equal to this name dot name, then it must return us this object. And this expand value should actually toggle basically. So for that, I'm going to do it as item dot is expand and here the exclamatory mark. And in the else condition, I will simply return the item. We will be storing this updated data value into the set show accordion content right over here. Now only one thing is left, that with the help of this expand key, we need to make condition here in this div as a style display. If this item dot is expand is true, it should be blocked. Otherwise, it should be none. So let's see in the UI. Okay, there's some error that we need to fix. So there's one mistake that here in this 29 line, I need to change it as item.name because we are comparing this from item.name only. So let's see now. Okay, so it is working. If we are clicking over the accordion one, we are getting the data of the accordion one respectively. like accordion 2, accordion 3, and now again I will click over this accordion 4, accordion 3 and 2 1. It is getting hide. If you like my videos, please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.